That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me.
Oh, 300 off the bat. You guys are beautiful. Come on, let's start this.
The clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me home.
Get home, get high. Come on.
Just let me home. The clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and
what the fuck is that?
Oh,
I gotta switch scenes, right?
Well, that's copyright display. There we go.
There we go. There we go. Broadcasting live from the heart of the earth. This is Badass. You broadcasting out. They don't land. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Tommy C. The shop report. Got my Sunday partner as always, Mr. Jeff Huffman and Mr. Matt behind the glass. How are you, sir?
What's up?
So
little tired.
I had an interesting, and you know, nobody's gonna believe me. Not that I care. The idea behind the last stream was essentially to show, you know, everybody's getting a little bit. Put a 1 in the chat if you're sick of tea. I mean, I'm sick of tea, but I guess I'm not. I am Alex is sick of tea, if that makes any sense. Does that make any sense? So, like, you know, without, you know, I look, I don't take myself that seriously. I don't think I'm doing serious journalism. I'm not saving lives, as Mr. Repzilla says. I'm out here doing story, trying to save some lives. The fuck out of here, you fucking, you phony evangelical preacher with a fucking. I mean, the more and more I listen to this guy, I really think he's like that. Like those preachers on Sunday, you know, ripping old ladies off.
Why?
Listen.
Why?
If you don't donate to me, God is going to take me away. You don't want that, do you?
No, I did not. And don't you ever say I did.
Now, some of you might be saying, like, why didn't you go after him earlier? He hasn't changed at all, which is the case. But do keep in mind, I did not watch that Primic video. I have now. And I was more concentrating at the time. First of all, I was in Spain in the time when Nick was getting involved with it. I did, you know, kind of strike a friendship with Tommy Hare has his Joker. I don't know. I just spiked it up.
What the fuck was it? Wait. When did you start this new soundbite? What the fuck was that?
You missed a debate,
you need to do. Why don't you start hanging around more often than you douchebag?
Then people in the chat are either going to need to donate more, or you'll have to pay.
Well, you're going to hear plenty.
Which the two coincide.
Yeah.
So all right, Jack, get to it. This is your fucking fault.
Yeah. All right. Where was I? Where was I, Matt?
I guess.
Before I get, thanks so much, Foxy.
You were in Spain. You were in Spain when all this went down.
I was in Spain when the whole thing went down. So I concentrated more on Twitch. We even made a T-shirt up goofing on Chris. But as time went on, not right away, but Chris to me has copped to everything. All right. Like one of the reasons I hate T communities is they hit guilty parties up with shit they didn't do, which I actually think is pretty dangerous. And that's really the entire example.
Do you get pussy?
That you're right here. Thanks, you Wavy. Shout out to Jeff. Happy Father's Day. Thank you so much. Dad gave me. If I could buy a video game tonight with all the Father's Day gifts, I might be doing a AAA game tonight. Why not? Thanks so much for the Father's Day wishes. So you know, like it's we saw it with James Charles too. You know, like or I want to say, what were they going after? Yeah, it was James Charles. Like he was getting, you know, maybe there's some criticism there, but you know, bullshit on top of it. One of the reasons, I think,
that's a lot of money. I guess
Pyro kind of got off with some bombastic language. One of the reasons I think, I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, let's never forget, how many minutes are we in? Not the Pro Jared situation. I'm not going to go too much into it. Yeah.
5. Not enough.
Not enough. Well, that might be never enough. So, like,
although the soundbite probably ruined it already.
You get these situations where, you know, with T community and T types, I mean, they'll suck up any kind of hate information if you know, the bandwagons. And I didn't realize that, and call me stupid, that Repzilla didn't take the path. I just assumed that Chris did. Chris eventually copped everything. I mean, I don't know how much you can hate a man when he admits. I'm a big believer in that. Admit my sins, you're good. You know, and you know, Chris has been friendly, and you know, we try to rehabilitate him a little bit with some mixed results from you guys. But you know, we did kind of throw out there was BS with him as well. And, you know, I actually took a sub loss for it, but I don't really care because I think, you know, Chris, whatever he did, which he did a lot, stupid, I don't know if somebody should be tied to something they actually didn't do. I think that's important that those kind of things are out there. So we cover the Repzilla situation on Friday, which is an unusual time for us to have a show. And I did not go into it with the idea that I was going to want bad things to happen. When I did it, I was just like, look, this is an example why people are on Gabby Hanna's side, and they're not really on her side. They're just sick of tea. But during this particular broadcast, I found it like shocking that, and there's no other explanation that it's not deliberate, that Repzilla omitted critical information about this story about Gabby Hanna a year and a half ago, that had he not done it, you could have easily walked away with the conclusion that Gabby really wasn't as insensitive as Repzilla presented it. And the creme de la creme, so that's the type of stuff I was ready to deal with. What I wasn't ready to deal with was when Bianca's mother, who I've later found out even made a video, forgave Gabby and said it really wasn't a big deal and it was mostly young people making something out of nothing. And I don't know if you know this, Jeff, I'll actually tell you. There was a girl, Bianca Daniels, I don't want to get her name wrong, poor thing. Bianca Devins was murdered by a friend of hers, and she was an influencer. They call her a stalker, but I found out the kid was actually a family friend for years. We covered shortly on the old Shot from the Point News. And in the article, there is 2 paragraphs that mention that this girl was murdered. The arc of the article is what are e-boys and what are e-girls. The idea behind the video that Gabby Hanna was making was to find looks, e-girl looks, to use in a up-and-coming e-girl video. So if you have the information that the arc of the article has nothing to do with this girl's murder, Gabby Hanna pointing to the picture and saying, oh, that's a really good look, I want to use that. So it's really simple. You can totally come up with the conclusion that Gabby wasn't irresponsible. They typed up a bunch of e-girl articles and they just looked at the pictures and didn't bother to read the text. And why bother to read the text? Because you're just coming up with a video that has nothing to do with murder. By not including the fact that this article, and he never goes out of his way at any time to say that this article was anything other than what she was looking for a video, it really makes Gabby look absolutely cold. And it doesn't look like an honest mistake. That honest mistake was, I suppose, reinforced by the victim's mother, who had every right to be pissed off and told her, no, it's no big deal at all. Repzilla was upset. He appeared to be upset and suggested that if she had known more, like Repzilla does, about Gabby Hanna, I don't know what a horrible human being she is, that she may not have been as generous. And I'm thinking to my fucking self, this woman has her 17-year-old girl murdered, all right? Now, I would think the only way to truly get over something like that and deal with it is to come to some kind of sense of forgiveness or revenge, which, considering the guy was caught day one, that's not really happened. And you know what? I don't know if revenge actually closes the door. I'm not terribly sure about that. That's all that healthy and it doesn't. I'm sure it feels good at the time.
At the time, but yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So I don't know. So she just said, no, my daughter loved Gabby. I understand what she was doing here. She didn't maliciously do that. And this jackass was disappointed. Do you know the strength it takes to be that forgiving when your daughter was murdered?
No idea.
Well, I have some idea. Here's what I know. I could never do it. Yeah, I could never do it. I don't have it in me. She is a better human being than I could ever hope to be. And that's how you get over this stuff. You forgive, not even just the person that, I don't know if she ever forgave the individual involved, but you forgive transgressions. You forgive things in general. And that's how you're able to deal with it. Otherwise, you're just hating. Oh, you can't use my daughter in this, and how dare you bring this up, and you're just pissed off all day. This is not the way this woman chose to deal with it. Oh, Repzilla didn't seem to be too happy about it. And another thing, the idea that, let's say she was aware what a horrible person, which is debatable, that Gabby Hanna is. What difference does it make? It still was an honest mistake. So I freaked out. I completely freaked out. I just thought that's some of the coldest, most manipulative shit in the planet. And I could understand why, because the first video that he did pointing out the mistake, which is legitimate, to point out the mistake is legitimate, got 100,000 views. The one when Gabby's Hannah's mother did a lot of damage control for, Bianca's mother did a lot of damage control kind of for Gabby. So the next video didn't get them any views because it's like, so what? Her parents don't care. And all they were doing, all Gabby was doing, looking up looking up stuff for a look. Is it criticizable? Absolutely. But
Sure.
You're obligated, absolutely obligated to say, this could have been a mistake. That's not what he did. He was like, I don't know how she could have done that. I don't know how. What do you mean? And she does use the clip where the two paragraphs are in there, which we pointed out. And it's like, wow, that's really stupid, a little insensitive, but you don't know how. Tunnel vision, that's how. I mean, we're looking for cute girls to come up with concepts for videos. And then the utter disappointment when Gabby's forgiven. Actually, I have to be perfectly honest with you. I don't know how much, I think to the family, yes, if they were upset. I don't know how much an apology she owes. Gabby went out of her way to apologize, not only family, but to her audience. And some of the people are really mad, which were Bianca's friends. So I freaked out about that. I get a message from Jack Fuck in my DMs. And remember, initially, I wasn't really going to go off on him, but that really pissed me off. And he read, what's going on? All right, just go watch. So this thing got into, right? What he tried to dismiss it as was, well, you're entitled to your opinion. I'm entitled to mine. Wait a minute, entitled to opinion. What I said was objectively true. It's not an opinion. You omitted critical information that could have led people to believe that this was an honest mistake. That's not an opinion. That's a fact. At no time did you say in either video that the article that was used was not about Bianca's tragic murder. At no time. Because if you did, nobody would care. It's much more, big YouTuber takes an article about a murdered girl, uses it for some fucking meaningless video that she's making. That was the context.
Click.
Yeah, exactly. YouTuber makes a mistake, accidentally uses a picture of murder. No, it doesn't work.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't work. Doesn't work. Well, I should say doesn't work. It doesn't equal as many hits.
No.
So, I'm going to be slightly careful here. I'm not going to actually show the DMs because it's something that he said at the end. But I can't believe that it's a privacy complaint if I read them. If he makes any noise about me making up anything, I'll just drop him in the community tab and my next show. So I'll read you what he wrote me and how he further infuriated me. And he goes on to, I have no idea. I've heard he was hit by a car. I've heard all sorts of stuff. I have no idea whatever. Oh, wow. Sorry, raining outside. I don't know. I have no idea what tragedy happened to him that changes my criticism and does not justify my anger. But he used whatever tragedy fucking happened to him, which I don't care about. I told him I don't care about it. So I figured I better drop these DMs before he does. And so he twists and tries like, oh my God, he's made fun of my victim status. I can't believe it. And I actually don't, and you'll see I don't care. And I'll actually show the videos that I sent him. He writes me back after he said, what's going on? And I said, find out. You're entitled to your, and actually you can see this, Jeff, so you can verify that I'm reading this.
I can't, I can't.
Yeah, all right, I'll show it to you later. I'll verify it later, whatever. Okay, because this is what I'm reading from, all right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if he tries some kind of stunt, I'll deal with it either way. I think he was expecting. I think I know what he was up to. I'll be honest with you. I got a tip. So I want this out there. You're entitled to your own opinion, but we both know that this was more an opinion on your end. That's the first thing. It's not my opinion that you withheld that evidence. When I speak on a video, I give my very best. That would be an opinion. And I try to be as respectful as possible. This has nothing to do with respect. I'm not always correct, and if I get things wrong, I change them as soon as I figure out. This is not a matter of getting things right or wrong. This is a matter of being manipulative. And this is what's wrong with YouTube T. You can search Gabby Hanna, and the result, you'll find 100 other examples of people that straight up maliciously act like you. I also find that on you, in a Primic video. Other examples of people that are straight up malicious and horrible and don't give a shit about that. I don't give a shit about what you just wrote because it doesn't change my criticism, which is not an opinion, is objectively true. You withheld information. You come after me on the same day I release my video on Creepshow Art. I see that for what it is. You want to be moral while talking about Gabby Hanna. What the fuck? I don't know Shannon, by the way. I have no idea. I've never talked to her. And when I have, I've been fun of her.
Do with anything?
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Nothing. You'll see a lot of these red herrings. Like, I don't know Shannon, and all I've ever done is make fun of her for saying straight pride is not a thing. All right? You are a part of the same thing that you're against. Doesn't explain. It's commentating where we give our opinions and ask our viewers. No. This has nothing to do with opinion. Again, you manipulated the news. You omitted. You either admitted something or you didn't. I feel like I'm talking a fucking peanut. When it comes to a video, you yelled. I was very respectful. I felt real emotions. I don't give a fuck about anybody's emotions. God
real
damn.
Emotions, Tommy.
Real emotions about the situation.
Real emotions.
While you're attempting to invalidate that I was drawing up attention by giving your own opinions is no different from anyone else. What the fuck does that mean? So I'm letting this go. No, you're just not addressing what I said. I asked, by the way, the first time I saw this, I read the first fucking paragraph and I was like, fuck you. Right? What's the problem?
I'm going to make a video.
Thunderstorm? Lightning strikes?
Yep.
How many?
I saw like 2.
Pull that up. Pull that up. I heard the rain come down, but it's affected. All right, I'm going to gamble. I'm gambling all my stuff for you folks.
Oh man, the irony of something happens. Jesus.
I'll pray to the Indians to make a rainstorm come down in Germany to stop this rain.
I'm conjuring a storm. Here we go.
Well, we're gonna gamble. We'll see how bad it gets. Maybe we'll make this short. Let's see. Gabby Hanna is deserving of criticism. I never said he wasn't, and I actually said that. I don't know. Like, Gabby Hanna is deserving of criticism, which I actually said. I even said she's deserving of this particular criticism. I never said she wasn't. I love this. I love the straw mans. I will not apologize for my feelings. If there is anything that I've covered that are false and incorrect, I apologize for it. I am only writing you because you said hurt me. That is all. Fuck you in your face. I don't give a shit about your goddamn feelings. The criticisms weren't about feelings. And so I write back. I said, it's not my opinion that you omitted critical information and used weasel words. You can see that in your video. And I wrote back obnoxiously, if only Bianca Davis's mom knew what you knew, she would have helped you on your witch hunt. I'm very impressed with myself. I go, you don't give a shit about victims, and this is about your channel. Get out of my DMs, you make me sick. Now, I thought that would have been it, but no. I never said, if only Bianca Devin's mom knew what you knew. Yet, that's what you said. He literally took, let me read that again. If only Bianca Daniels' mom knew what you knew, she wouldn't have helped you on your witch hunt. Is that not clearly an insult?
Yeah.
She's trying to change this around like, I never said that. I know you never said it, motherfucker. I fucking insulted you, you stupid ass. I said that I don't think she knew the full extent of the type of behavior that Gabby Hanna exhibited. Which is exactly what I fucking said in the stream. That she didn't know as much as you did. So had she known, she wouldn't have backed her up. Which again, I'll repeat. Let's say Gabby was 100% what you say she is. It doesn't matter. Not even a little bit. Neither do you, as I heard you say later on your live stream that you wouldn't back Gabby either. Yeah. What, I mean, it's not about back, you know, like this is the witch hunt mentality.
This has nothing to do with anything.
Yeah, none of it. It's all word salad. But I think what he's trying to say is, like, you said she was bad. Why don't you agree with me? That's not what it's about. It's about getting it fucking right, not being manipulative. You're being deceptive. I'm not accusing you of lying. I don't know if I said lying once the whole stream. You omitted critical information. Fact. Because had you not omitted it, people could have looked like, yeah, that's kind of low, but I can see how that could have happened. Because she's making a video on e-boys and e-girls. So maybe she wasn't reading the text. She was just trying to collect photographs and articles to come up with whatever concept she was doing. It's that simple. You knew that.
Found an article with most of it and then 2 paragraphs about the murder. Yeah.
I could have explained it to you if you haven't ignored me and you did an improv live stream. Shitting on me. I actually didn't do an improv live stream shitting on you. I didn't explain. I wanted to use this fucking example as why people support Gabby Hanna. Whether she deserves it or not. Don't tell me. This is when I knew I was going to drop his DMs. Don't tell me what I do for survivors, as I am a survivor myself. I have given my all for that cause. Don't talk to me like you're fucking stupid ass fans. I'll get to that in a minute. Even giving portions of my YouTube AdSense rate 10K this year. I'll stick it up your ass. That was for you. I don't buy any of your stuff, and I'll go over some other stuff that shows you that more than likely I can actually show all the rotten shit you did, which is actually a pretty lengthy list, maybe even longer than Gaddy's, just through Primic's video alone. That could make me come to the conclusion that what you're doing is you're using that fundraiser to make you a good person. I think I can come to that conclusion. Raising 10, I don't want to take a step without helping. What have you done towards the cause? I sucked my own dick for fucking for $10 on a goddamn Twitch stream. What the fuck are you talking about? Are you kidding me?
Comment. Let's go.
Who the fuck do you think you're talking to? And then he writes, witch hunt? Just don't reach out to me again. So now I'm going to show what I sent him back.
Oh, you have a video.
I actually literally got super fucking pissed off. Because now this is me behind the scenes. This isn't bullshit. It's funny. It's funny to me. Insult tonight towards you. And by the way, what I said. All right, so yeah, I was in total game mode, as you'll see in a second.
Yeah, you got like the eyebrows. I guess like pointed down and the mouth is wide open. That's how you know.
Here we go.
Let's go.
Oh, what's going on?
You're showing you're showing. You know what you're showing. Tom?
Yeah, fuck it. I don't give a shit anymore. I can't do it. Yeah, I can't do it anyway. Fuck it. We'll take a chances here.
I'm just saying you're showing everything on the left too, like everybody DMs.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, but then none of that's information. Everybody knows I follow those people. It's not a big deal. Like if somebody can fucking write me and this is all right, fine, whatever. I don't give a shit. Hey, Rabs, don't bullshit me like you bullshit your fucking fans. Don't sit there and act an insult towards you. And by the way, what I said about Bianca's mom was an insult. You seem to be pretty fucking upset that she didn't hate Gabby like you did. So it really kind of killed your whole goddamn narrative that this is the worst thing in the world. And you did omit information about that article not being about Bianca's murder. You know why? Because that was fucking convenient. So don't sit there and say like I put words in your mouth. That was an insult. I didn't say that. You did. No, I did say that. I was insulting you, stupid. And I'll tell you something.
Don't DM me again. I saw what you fucking did, and that's the end of it. I don't give a shit if you were a victim. You can stick that straight up your ass. You fucking sit there and bitch about Gabby Hanna, and now you're sitting, but I'm a victim. Well, so she. So suck my dick.
There you go. And suck my dick. I mean, really. And this is where it gets great. The picture she was talking about was next to the article that described her murder. My very valid criticism, by the way, he has not addressed my criticism that he omitted the overarch of the comments, was, I never said that the criticism wasn't valid, even in the video, was a very valid criticism. How could she not see this? How could her editor not see this? Here's the thing. If you tell the people that the article wasn't about this and this was only 2 paragraphs long, that changes everything and you know it. The purpose of my video was to raise awareness towards an apology, which it did. Yeah, it did. And then it wasn't enough.
Yeah,
it wasn't enough. It was more than enough for her fucking family, the only people on this planet that matter. But not for Repzilla. Let me guess, less hits. And it did. You have a 70,000 fucking hit difference between the 2 videos. The other video was going over her apology, which many didn't cover. I did. And if you had watched the rest of the video, you would hear me say, I'm glad she did it. That's not what I criticized you for. I don't care if you said that or not. And I would have believed you meant it if you said so. This is a good thing. I also talk about some channels hate her and only talk about, hey, and they should not. Watch the fucking video next time. And then he obnoxiously sends me a picture of what the definition of article means. All right. He has completely ignored the fact that I said he admitted the entire context of the article. He never suggested once that this could be an honest mistake. And when she was forgiven, he seemed almost disappointed and even reiterated my DMs with him that had she known what he knew, maybe she wouldn't be as generous. I am summarizing, but that's the way it went. Repzilla leaked DMs all the time. Nobody in this chat should be complaining. If negativity horses will rise to the place. Yeah, you're probably right. So, oh, and you know what? I'll show this one. And your comments about me being a survivor are out of line. What were my comments about him being a survivor?
Well, we haven't said anything about him being a survivor.
No, I didn't. I told him I don't care and he'd stick it up his ass. Those are my exact words. I don't care. I said it publicly.
Everybody has problems.
Not only did I watch the video, I played it live stupid. And it's really clear that you deliberately omitted the information that the article in question was not about that girl's murder. You used fucking 2 paragraphs to tell your audience that that was about murder, and that's how insensitive she was. And I never said anything about, oh, it was out of line. What did I say that was out of line about your victimization? You know, the same victimization you don't afford anybody else, especially if they're a part of your witch hunt. I said, I don't care. Write it down. Put it in big fucking lights. I don't give a shit. It's none of my fucking business. I don't live in your world where everybody's got to bow fucking down every time there's something horrible happening to them in this world. So I tell you what, I'm going public with this shit. I'm showing your fucking DMs. You can't fucking take criticism. I wasn't even going to go after you much more than this, but I'm going to show people how you use a shield and how you don't afford it to other people. Have a nice day.
And that's the point of this video. I just want to show everybody that he's very quick to criticize people about using mental illness and things that happened to him in the past as a shield for criticism. But not willing to do it when it comes to him. He'll pull the fucking card. And yeah, that's the point. I want to point out something too. This is my mistake, I suppose. I mean, I wasn't really interested in him to begin with. I really don't have any bad interactions. I didn't realize he was acting like a fucking cult leader over there. These are a list of things. What?
The new one I sent is in your DMs.
I think this is the new one. Oh, that was the old one? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll be all over it. I'm jumping on this here, Matt Pitt, like you can't believe it.
Tommy, since both of my parents died, does that keep me safe from all criticism?
Yes.
Yeah, Tommy, I have one leg, so
yeah. I mean, that would be literally like, hey, Matt, you better start showing up on one time. I have one leg. Like, what the fuck's that got to do with anything? That's literally what this guy did to me. Literally.
Something I might use.
But both my parents died, so I just decided, hey, you know what? I'm not going to work today.
Yeah, but you don't understand. I'm a survivor.
The reason you missed that shot in Call of Duty is because your parents died. So.
Yeah. The only reason the other person killed me is because they're either cheating or because my parents are dead. That's the only reason why.
All right, these are a list of wonderful things that, by the way, again, Chris has copped, I think, everything. He said he was an idiot and he got in over his head. That'd be Rewired Soul. This guy's never copped to anything, and not surprisingly,
that's a lot of money, I guess.
His channel survived. Gross of the T-vids like this, picking apart GH's apology. The mom felt compelled 4 days later to film a vid asking people to leave her alone. Yeah, I remember when that happened. I was thinking to myself, God damn, I would really like to have 100 or 200K on a video that I made an apology, but that bitch, I mean, her daughter just gets murdered and shit, and all of a sudden she's got to be all forgiven. Well, God, I mean, I got a coke habit to feed. Just kidding.
That's a joke.
That's a joke.
Joke. Calm the fuck down. Yeah, it's already
it's actually heroin.
Still a joke.
Cancel.
Still a joke.
Yeah, it's a joke. All right, here's a list of things that we picked out of the Primic video. Lied about not defending Rewired Soul. Went out of his way to smear Primic before the video on Repzilla even came out. Tried to distance himself from Rewired Soul when the internet turned on Rewired Soul. By the way, I talked to Chris this weekend, and he confirmed that. Deleted everything to him, tied to him and Rewired Soul. Went out of his way to poison the well in defense of Rewired Soul with leafy greens. Encouraged other drama other drama YouTubers to make videos on leafy greens, the victim in that whole situation, to leave Repzilla's name out of it.
I guess, for a person.
Thanks so much. Picture spending Father's Day over this cringe. Peak first world. Yeah, that's good.
Well, my dad's dead, so.
Yeah, his dad's dead and my kid's asleep. All right.
Yeah.
Fuck. What are we going to do? I already had my Father's Day. It's fucking 11:30 at night here. But thanks for the dough, yo.
Thanks for the 20.
Thanks for the dough. Encourage other drama YouTubers to make, and he's never apologized for any of this as far as I know.
That's a lot of money, I guess.
And I can kind of prove that too. On leafy greens, because I have a bombshell. Well, you might want to stick around, folks. Primic contacted me, surprisingly, and I didn't reach out to him, strangely enough. Actually, the first thing I said to him, because he unfollowed me like a year or two ago, I said, "What, are we friends again?" And he said, "I was never your friend." Then we started talking about fucking Repzilla, excuse me.
You were going so. I was gonna congratulate you for not accidentally.
Yeah, I know. I do that a lot. Poor Repzilla.
You're doing so good, Tom.
Poor Daniel.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy. Sorry, buddy. Well, I will correct the record. Unlike my southern friend, it is not Repzilla, and they're in the Pacific Northwest. It's that dumb hillbilly cowboy twink, stealing that from Primic, wherever the fuck he's from. I don't even know. Encourage other drama YouTubers to make videos on leafy greens and leave his name out of it. That's when the internet started turning on him. So he's like, oh, I really fucked up with this interview in leafy greens. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the information and give it to other drama YouTubers, so maybe that can provide me some kind of support. But leave my name out of it. He's never apologized for that, as far as I know. And gave personal info about her. I don't know. I don't know if it's a good criticism or not. But if it's doxing stuff, it is, which he seems to have a pattern of, according to Primic. Uses physical and mental illness to shield himself, so this is not new to me. This is all Primic stuff, all right? Shield himself from criticism. Girlfriend migraine strokes, to be specific, as well as his own brain injury to get sympathy. Like, it's in other words, like remember that video I had to make an apology to Tro? Imagine if I came on and said, yeah, my dad had a heart attack, and I'm really like literally it's the same move. It wouldn't be a
my dad had 3 of those too before he died. So.
Oh yeah, trust me, if I ever fuck up, my missing leg is on deck. Like I'm gonna use it.
And coincidentally, that's actually what my mom died of.
Oh really? Oh, your mom died of a heart attack?
Mm-hmm.
That's unusual. Claims he's trying to save people. Well, thank fucking God we got somebody out there trying to save. Here's what I think that Repzilla does. Repzilla takes advantage of the weak, the poor, and the mentally ill. He props all this bullshit up as if he's some kind
That's
of
a lot of
friggin'
money, I
preacher
guess,
and
for
cares
a
so
person
much
of
because
color.
he's a survivor too. He got in a car accident. I mean, I don't know if that's the same as being a, sexual assault victim. Maybe he was. But I got in a car accident too. I've gotten hurt in a car. What the fuck? Oh, he's got a brain injury. All right, that's fucking terrible. But it's such an easy shield. Do you imagine that? I had diverticulitis. Yeah, I got news for you, pal. I had diverticulitis and almost died. I mean, like, what the fuck? Yeah. Guess what? I survived it. Does that make me a survivor? What the fuck? You know, people who say that shit are like cancer victims and rape victims. Jesus Christ. The survivor thing is usually am I wrong here? Isn't the survivor thing usually reserved when you use it in that context, I should say? For cancer and sexual assault and cancer survivors.
Yeah.
Typically, yeah, like when it's like something that's like out of your control.
When was the last time somebody came up to you and like they might have said, "I survived a car crash," but who it says, "Listen, all welcome to my TED Talk. I want to let you know that I'm a survivor. I had this teenager hit me with a Camaro." I mean, what the fuck? I mean, nobody does that.
Yeah. I have this. There's this one person that I worked with a number of years ago. She was in a ridiculous car accident. Like, you look at the car, she should be fucking dead.
Yeah,
she should be fucking dead. And she looks back. You look back.
Did she call herself a survivor?
I got really fucking lucky.
Did she call herself a survivor?
No,
that's kind of weird, right?
Yeah, in fairness, we don't know the whole context of the situation.
Right.
I don't think it's relevant. I don't think the context is all that relevant in this situation.
You get where I'm going.
My point is the people that use it in that context as if they're victims are usually cancer and rape victims. I mean, that's normally that context. Normally when people sort of survive, I mean, technically, if you want to get really English about it, I survived every fist fight I was in. If you want to get really technical about it, most people said I was really in a bad car wreck back in 1989. That's what they usually say.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's just bizarre language. So yeah, he uses it. Claims he is trying to help say, I already got that. Primick has accused Repzilla of actually doxing people in news reports while running stories. Now, I have no reason not to believe that. He didn't present evidence, because then you have to present evidence and put the actual doxes out there. But, multiple people accused him in Primick's video. Threatening to take other YouTube channels down. Well, he got the fucking screenshots on that. And gave permission to a creator to use his thumbnail and then claimed it wasn't public. He eventually called that same person a stalker.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person.
And this is a guy that would be the equivalent of like Free coming to me and saying, listen, I want to do this video on you and what have you. Can I use this picture you have on Facebook? And I say, yeah, sure. We have a falling out, and I start calling him a stalker and saying that I'm going to strike or take his channel down for using stuff without my permission, even though I already gave it to him. All that's in Primick's video. All of it. Every bit of it. I mean, this is... I think we're dealing with the original Deaf Noodles here. How is this different?
He hasn't blocked anybody yet.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Good point. That's the big one.
Let's give him credit where credit's due.
Well, here's something he wrote to Primick a couple months after the initial video, being somewhat apologetic about his behavior in the past. Here we go. Hey, I wanted to ask you something. I wanted to know if you would remove your video on me. You do not have to. Listen to that. And I don't expect you to, but I wanted to explain what's been happening on my side. I understand that there was an issue with me not completely understanding what the Rewired Soul was doing back then, and your video did open my eyes to that fact. Well, that's a bullshit statement right off the fucking bat, because in the video you're saying I wasn't sure about. In Primick's video, you're like, I didn't know what Chris was doing. I can't stand by it anymore. So now you're saying that now this video was the turning point. Oh, horseshit. He is literally one of the worst. No, he's not. I've run into much worse than Chris. Actually, you're worse than Chris. I can't stand how he never takes accountability. I needed to slow down and take better care of myself. I think I've been dealing with these. I think I've been dealing with all right. That's bad English. With these just select few of people, and they've been harassing me since. They won't stop, and they keep using your video as leverage. I do ignore it most of the time, but sometimes they are so disgusting and gross, they even harass members of my community. I wouldn't even ask this, but now I feel it's pretty obvious that the Leafy girl was lying to the point of removing her video. I'm 100% not racist. Never been. The other points in the video, it just feels like the point was made, and since I've made changes and I'm constantly working on content, improving the best way I can, there are people, notice he doesn't admit to anything in the video. Well, have we seen this before? John Swan. There are other people who are really bad, do really bad, and use their platform for horrible things, and that's what I've always been dedicated to helping prevent 100%. Now that's what I'm dedicated to. Making mistakes along the way. I've never had an issue with you, and I think it would just be, we just intercommunicated originally again, and I wanted to ask to see what you thought. I understand you not wanting to do this, and this is a 2 million hit video he's telling him to take down, by the way. Do this, and it's okay with me. The video doesn't bother me. The video doesn't bother me. And it's the other people. Thanks. Well, of course, he lied to him in his own fucking apology, because within a month, that was in late October, by late November, this is what kind of person Primic is. I'm a snake because I asked him to private a DM, and if he would consider updating and removing his video, since so much about it has been exposed as being fake. He called the video fake. We have been unable to find anything that says that video is fake. In fact, the only thing that is close is you claimed that the racist tweets that came from your account that you initially said were fake and they weren't, they were from your account, were actually done by somebody else. Well, just because you nullified that, and I don't think Primic was saying anything other than it came from your account, doesn't make the rest of the video is fake, much less so much of the video. I'll say it again. Do not get mad at me if for not fact checking. This stuff hurt me. So he goes in there, begs him, says that he's learned from his lesson, and then doesn't get his fucking way. Says he doesn't care if the video goes up or down, and then he attacks Primic. Unfucking believable. Absolutely unfucking believable. So I hope you see what a jackass this guy actually is. He's everything I said he was. And he proves without a doubt. This guy's original Death Noodles. There's no doubt about it. There's no escaping it. This is one of the worst guys on YouTube. And he's willing to lie, and he's learned nothing since. I think Chris, I honestly think Real-talk Soul, if you were into them before, I think he deserves another chance. Absolutely 100% uses another chance. When this guy gets cornered, he swings his audience. Apparently, he's threatened to take channels down. Didn't Primic say there was a strike, like a phony strike in there? Matt, I think there was. Where he threatened to.
Don't recall. I think he
threatened to.
I don't, because he was saying the guy had private information. The guy was saying, no, I don't. I had information that's like public, and that's information that you told me I can use.
Yeah.
Thumbnails, stuff like that.
Repzilla, this is what neutral looks like. A lot more than you, so. And I'm not even gonna claim I'm neutral. I don't give a fuck who you are. I don't care what relationship I have with you. If you're putting bullshit out there and then gonna try to fucking attack me out of it, I'm gonna put it out there. I don't give a fuck if it's your creep show. I don't care if you're Bowbacks. I don't care if you're anybody. I mean, the idea is like, I see you just did a video on creep show, which I didn't. I did an interview, if you want to call it that, with Peanut. By the way, Peanut even agrees with me. This is a bullshit fucking take.
Yeah, that was great. The thing is, you came to look at the video from a different point of view, just to criticize, and then it turned
I
on
didn't.
air.
I was given the material by
Yes.
Nick. I had no idea how flippant he was when it came to the dead girl's mom. I had no idea. And never in my life would I would say say something like, "Well, if she knew what I knew, then she wouldn't have been so forgiving." Do you know what the strength it takes to, I don't know, like, be able to look at your daughter's face again after she's been killed, murdered brutally, much less deal with her face being out there in the public? I can't imagine. I always really wonder about the Kennedy family, which is probably the most filmed and seen murder in world history. Like, how they dealt with one of their loved ones, you know, being a video that floated all around the world, watching their loved one's brains get blown literally outside his head.
Still floats around.
It still floats around. And when the internet, it got worse. As much as I couldn't stand Ted Kennedy growing up, I can't imagine. You know how people are. I'm sure they sent him pictures of this brutal film in his email. Right up until the time of his death, no doubt. And to be forgiving, and I that just takes so much strength. And for you to dismiss it as, oh, this sucks, I'm not going to draw as much hate to Gabby that I originally wanted to, is repulsive.
Just for proof, I sent you your tweet, Tommy, that you tweeted before going on the episode again towards Repzilla.
Yeah,
you said that.
Nobody believed this. I mean, I could have set the whole thing up, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I don't watch. I don't watch things all the time, so I can give an honest, kind of a what do you call it? Organic reaction, if you want to call this. This is my reply to River. Most of my best, most remembered streams have low approval. I've always enjoyed the hate train ride. This is when I was looking at it from the perspective of I'm sticking up for Gabby. I'm going to take hate for sticking up for Gabby, which I really don't care about one way or another. And I wrote, I hate to disappoint you, but I'm not going after Rep like you think I am. I'm just using his words as an example why apologize to Gabby happened. And I did not know and decided to react live to his apology reaction, which was nothing but disappointment. God, you would think like, wow, man, mother could be so forgiving. Maybe we need to cut Gabby a break on this one. I mean, if you would have made a video like, look, I still think this is worthy of criticism. But after hearing Bianca's mother, maybe this is an honest mistake. And even if it wasn't, maybe it deserves, maybe we could all take an example from the kind of love and forgiveness that Bianca's mother shows. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe we all do. Maybe my positivity turtles. All you little positivity turtles out there. Horse shit. So, to sum it up, hasn't learned a thing, and what made it manage to survive. The rewired soul thing. Goes behind people's back, tries to manipulate situations via other YouTubers, manipulates stories. The list goes on and on. And then when he called out on it, like he goes, "That's your opinion. I didn't say an opinion. This is what you did. Tell me why you didn't do it. Tell me why I'm wrong." Oh, we're just an opinion. Nah, motherfucker. You can't take criticism, and you want, like Deaf Noodles, to put fucking bullshit information out there. Carte blanche. And have nobody say anything. And that's it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wrap this stream right up in a little bow. That's what I'm going to do. And I hope more people see it. This guy's the fucking worst. He's shits. He's Deaf Noodles. Period. How else am I going to feed all these crazy white women that just want to hear about who they should hate? No, I'll take calls now. I'm pretty much.
Hop into the waiting call,
guys.
What's that?
Said hop into the calls.
Hop into the call. Old Snake, you're on the air. Old Snake. All right, Old Snake. Bye-bye. Finn, you're on the air.
There we go.
What's up?
You're good.
Retzilla. He should change his name to Retzilla.
He's absolutely right.
Oh. You know, I joked about the other day about his hair being the most controversial, which was the joke, but
No, he's a T guy, and he's just I mean, he's not trying to do it. He's not trying to save anybody any kind. He is feeding on Karens, the mentally disabled, the poor, the weak-minded, and he's feeding them all the hate and negativity and trying to spin it out like he's keeping them informed. That's all.
Yeah, that's really about it. It's so weird that I actually used to watch him before I realized this channel's fucking boring.
Well, not much you can do. Thanks for the call,
Yes.
bud. Take air. I don't know. Wipe Marie, you're on the air.
Hi, evening.
How you doing? How can I help you?
Hello.
Yeah, the Repzilla thing. It's like this whole part of YouTube. It's everything about the feelings, and no one seems to give a care about actual facts.
I don't think they care about feelings or fact. They say they care about feelings, but fuck Gabby Hanna's feelings.
Gabby Hanna is I don't know. Gabby Hanna is a black hole of.
I just saw somebody say this. My dealing with Tamimi is pretty good. Is Tamimi on this fucking list too? On these moral arbiters on YouTube? I keep on hearing that's
yeah, Tamimi is that way too. She, but I think Tamimi is actually real about it. It's just this very virtue signaling thing. Like, you have to be careful about pronouns or you're a bad person.
Oh, well, see, I can't really go after her on that. If that's the way she feels, that's the way she feels. But I can go after with stuff like this. If you guys, I'm going to say it to everybody right now. If you guys see that these T guys are doing this kind of fucking yellow journalism, send it to me. We'll start fucking throwing it in there. We'll start doing podcasts on it. Send it to me. Now, it can't be something like Tamimi thinks she should be able to use gender pronouns. That's her opinion. I'm not going after anybody's opinion. Not target. I might goof on it or what have you, but I'm not going to say, all right, this guy's a bad journalist because they're all about the pronoun thing.
Oh no, the other people are bad if they don't use the proper pronouns.
That's not for me.
Yeah, that's the bullshit part.
Well, I tell Tamimi right now, I'm never going to be forced into that. So I'm gonna pretty much say whatever I want. But if she has every right to feel that way, I'm more thinking, did Tamimi fix evidence, manipulate evidence to further cash in? Because I know what it's like. You get fucking dependent on the money, and you know what works. And I tell you what works is outrage farming. That's what works. And really the only difference, I don't think Tamimi frames it like she's trying to save the world here. He's managed to outrage farm and, pass it off like he's helping people. I mean, it's just such horseshit.
It's the worst thing. His donations, it's not a problem if you have donations go with grain. I'm not really sure what it is. It's like an American thing, and I'm definitely not from that part of the world, but it's like this outrage farming with the donations, so you can go like, oh, look what good things I'm doing.
Yeah.
And then you turn around and you're an absolute jackass to Priming and the Rewrite Soul.
Yeah.
The Rewrite Soul thing really, really, really was annoying because, I mean, look at the guy. No one can take the Rewrite Soul serious.
No, but I can take it more seriously.
People calling you a journalist.
Well, I tell you what, I can take him more serious than Repzilla. I'll tell you why, because he copped to everything.
Yeah, that's true.
So he's already got one up on fucking him. The problem is, and this is the truth, if you apologize, you're fucked. If you don't apologize, you think. So, there is sort of this incentive to continue to lie.
There is no way to man up to your mistakes.
Yeah, not when you're a YouTuber. I mean, look at John Swan's stunt. It just didn't work.
That one's an idiot.
Yeah. But, or you cop to something without saying what you cop to. That's another one. That's another move. Thanks so much for the call. Appreciate it. What else we got? Let's go to THS. It's not a drug. THS, on the air.
You're thinking of THC, I think.
THC. THS.
Hey. You are thinking THC.
How can I help you?
Man, I am so glad you did this. I've been hyping this shit up since we were in that paid Discord chat when you were getting all pissed at the situation? I knew this number.
Well, I actually, the way I saw it was, I didn't think he was going to write. I think he was just going to like, well, I better keep my fucking mouth shut, and just write it, which would have been the because I wouldn't have said anything else. I wouldn't have I'd had a different stream right now. But when he went after me and used the same fucking tactics, that he claimed didn't happen in Premick's video, but anybody with eyes and ears and an internet connection can find out is true. When I saw that, I was like, oh, wait a minute, this guy, I'm sitting there watching Chris suffer for the past couple years, and this guy walked scot-free and nothing fucking changed? No, that ain't happening. No way.
It was just the funniest thing on the planet when we're all just sitting there in the call talking, chatting it up, and all of a sudden you just hear you slam your hands on the desk and get pissed and walk away to film a video. I was like, oh, here it comes.
Oh, you were in the chat. Yeah, this actually happened when we were in the pay chat yesterday. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Friday.
So I was very surprised to hear from him. I wasn't going to say anything. Yeah. So it was but he tried the manipulation tactics on me. He thinks I'm as stupid as his audience. He tried to frame it as something it wasn't, like it was some kind of opinion or something like that. Like it was just a matter of, it was a disagreement, and I'm just, I see things differently than he does, so that therefore I went after him. No, I went after him on the spot. It was a fucking reaction to some outrageous fucking behavior and insensitivity towards a fucking murder victim's mother.
Yeah.
Absolutely, but I'll leave after saying one more thing. I am excited to see you get on some more of these other
I think we may be doing that down the road. I don't even care who it fucking is. If they have half a following, send it to me. But it's got to be journalism related. It's got to be actual fuck ups they haven't copped to or anything like that. Yeah. Let's go to war.
Can't wait to see more of that.
Yeah. All right. All you fuckheads, you start finding. I'm not talking again. If somebody says. I'm not interested in going at it's gonna be, let me do that. If somebody dug up like something I hate, like digging up somebody's tweets from like 1,000 years ago, right? If they do that, I'm not interested, But if they lie, mislead, I want to see it every time.
Going by memory, Tommy, I believe Repzilla after the Priming video, Repzilla did take a bit of a hit.
Yeah,
but he did a really good job recuperating.
Yeah, I know. I think what Repzilla, what Primic points out in his videos, this guy's very calculated. He's an old pro at this shit.
He's really good at this.
Yeah, he's really good at this. He apologizes without apologizing. That's the most fucking irritating thing on the planet. Hulk Yawn, you're on the air. Hello, sir, ma'am.
Can you hear me?
Yes, loud and clear. How can I help you? Hello?
Oh, man, cool, thanks.
Yeah, can you hear me? Let's go.
He's listening to the stream.
Oh, don't do this stream shit. What's the matter with you?
Oh, sorry about that.
Yeah. Supposed to talk to me, not the stream. I get to do it with a fucking 3-second delay.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've never done this before.
All right.
I'm just happy to be on the
All right, what's up, man? How can I help you?
I'm just saying, like, these people, they all just jump on bandwagons and shit.
That's all it is.
And it's just freaking crazy. I mean, look how many creep show art videos there is right now.
Yeah, well,
I think didn't Repzilla make one too?
Jeff's got one coming out. Apparently, he said something bad about Jeff. How's the video going, Jeff?
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Going fantastic.
My video, she called me a fat boomer. I'm making a video on it.
It's crazy.
Really? Okay.
How's your video coming, Matt?
She called me Dylan Klebold. So
yeah, Jesus Christ, what's the matter with her? How did she treat you, Matt?
I have to say, Creepshow Art took my leg, and
how could you do that? She knows you don't have.
I don't know.
That's fucked up.
Oh, you got to make a video on that.
You put a one. Here's the thing: if you have a Creepshow Art video coming out on your YouTube channel in the next 3 to 4 days, put a one in the chat right now. Okay.
Tell us what it's about too.
Yeah, tell us what it's about. Yes, put a one in the chat and tell me how she was so mean. And by the way, this isn't bandwagoning. This is serious. This is serious stuff. I mean, Creepshow Heart. I mean, she's obviously akin to Hitler. Wow, that's a lot of Creepshow Heart videos. Look at this. DJ Screwdriver, Daniel Finn, Michael Jessica's got a dream. Look at all, dude. Somebody count this. How many Creepshow Art videos are coming out? That's amazing.
I've lost count already.
Yeah,
it's definitely north of 30.
Yeah, here's the thing. Like, the people are stupid. And, folks like the T community, especially someone like Repzilla, realize this. And it's a cash cow. What have you done to donate? I donate to your motherfucking cause. I go right to a church or do my own research if I was going to make a donation. And here's the best thing, Repzilla. When I donate to charity, nobody knows who the fuck I donated to because I don't need approval from my audience when I send out my Christmas fucking charity every year. Nobody needs to know the thing because I don't need a pat on the motherfucking back. I don't need every video saying I'm fucking raising a fundraiser. I don't. I just give them the money.
Yep.
It's that simple.
And all they care about, it really is not about the whole situation. They care about that sweet sub count that she had. What they can leech from it.
That's all it is. And these, here's the thing: when you're stupid, poor, and angry, you will do anything to relieve that, and the tea communities provide that relief. That's really what
kind of sound like the people that are in power right now in the White House.
Thanks for the call, man.
Weird.
Hey, thank you so much. I've been listening to you for a long time. This is my first time on, and
first time, long time. Thanks so much. I appreciate it. Bye bye.
Appreciate it, man.
Wait, I'm making fun of Southern accents, and this guy's like, what a douchebag I am. Actually, I don't know. See, I don't know. The people that are on my show can fucking get goofed on.
If you haven't realized, we make fun of everybody equally here.
Making fun of my people.
Jessica Bizzle. You're on the air.
Hi.
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 Hello.
Howdy.
Howdy. Hey, I just want to let you know you sent me another video and I didn't watch it again.
Well, don't. Well, I don't know. It might have been an actually good video, but don't watch it. But maybe do.
I've only watched.
You know what?
Honestly,
actually, as I'm speaking, I think that's what it sounds like.
I hope this doesn't hurt your feelings. I've only watched one of your videos that you sent me.
Oh my god!
And I did. I showed it to my wife, and I said, "If I die, this woman is responsible."
100%.
Yeah.
That's fair. That's totally fair.
What's on your mind, Mrs. Pizzle?
I'm legit making a crib share art video. I'm cashing in on this cow.
Yeah.
Hell yeah!
You know what you should do?
She followed me. She used to follow me on Twitter, and then she left Twitter, and then I lost her follow, and I really
please do a
It triggered me.
If you make a half decent video about like just that subject, right? Like try to do it as straight as possible, even though it's kind of a parody.
Yeah.
Do it as straight as possible. Like, I'm really upset with her. And like, you know what you do is you throw in all the other accusations that have been made against her, maybe even some of the legit ones. And then he says, and this is how it personally affected me. She actually unfollowed me. Should I say unfollowed me? She deleted her Twitter. Therefore, I don't have the Creep Show art. And I'm really disappointed because I'm a really big fan. Do that video.
No, I'm not even going to say that she unfollowed me because she left Twitter. I'm going to say she unfollowed me because I criticized her, because no one's going to look to research to make sure that's fact, and they'll just take it as fact.
Yeah, why not?
And then,
God, see what happens.
Yeah,
even saying it on here, they might fucking not figure it out. That's so funny.
They won't watch your channel.
Cry. Well, I don't know. I don't know fucking what's her name will fall for it, but if she does, that'd be great. Oh my God, she unfollowed you.
I actually did make a video, and True Crime edited it a little bit for me. Like, it was just me, face cam, no edits, nothing. And I sent it to her, and I was like, how does this sound? Because it was basically like, oh my God, you guys are crying over locale stuff. Like, oh my God. And then I was like, she should have lied. She should have lied. If she lied, none of y'all would have known. So what the fuck? And then everything else came out, and I was like, fuck.
So what locale is like? Is 4chan for
female
unmarried
Kiwi farms.
women?
Yeah, female Kiwi farms. Yeah.
It's a female Kiwi farms. That's too funny.
I didn't even know, but I couldn't stop laughing when I was trying to explain that she got exposed.
Yeah, I know. I will never log into that site. I will never log into that site ever.
I can't. I didn't even know this creep show art taught me something, and it taught me that locale is the place not to be.
Not to be. Pull your fucking come to locale. Make anonymous post, unless you're a YouTuber. Unless we don't feel like making it anonymous anymore.
And then promote yourself.
People think that I give a shit about her or don't think she doesn't deserve some sort of criticism. I totally do. I mean, I don't really care one way. It's just what I'm sick of is the bullshit on top of it, and that's what nobody seems to get. You know?
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing is like, how can you be like, oh, I don't trust her anymore? What in her videos made you want to trust her? She never posted receipts.
Oh, really?
So that just like everyone's like, oh, how can we not trust her? Her videos like maybe one. Maybe
two.
one.
Yeah, it was all
maybe one screenshot.
That's a good point. It was all opinion pieces to begin with. Yeah, everything I ever saw, they were like just her ranting with her art. The one thing that I was funny, you know, they did a time lapse for her stuff. She would draw something and be a time lapse, and apparently she had an editor, right? And he made a video that might be fun to watch. Yeah. Is that?
Yeah.
So, get me that. Get me that video. Maybe we should keep the content for tomorrow.
When he came in, when he started editing, it went from one screenshot to two, so it was really noticeable.
Well, here's the thing, you know, like he did time lapse. It's not that like I don't know why she couldn't figure it out herself. Like why would she even need an editor? I mean, she's doing the bulk of the work. I'm not saying she shouldn't be able to have an editor or anything like that, but you know, the bulk of the work was done by her. And why does this guy why did he make, was he mean to her? Like, what was the deal?
No, they were public friends. So like her, Loey, Emma, and all of, like, well, I don't know about Emma, but her and Loey and, you know, Ashley and all of them, they were publicly friends. And she would shout out. So basically anybody, every once in a while, Shannon, Creepshow Art, would shout out a video and she'd be like, show some love to so and so, let's be really mean.
So how are they, so they're paying
his channel.
So they're paying her back by saying what a bitch she was?
It's like, dude, they're all
like,
getting bothered by people like, hey, what's going on with Creepshow? Make a video on Creepshow. Like,
anybody that publicly was friends with Creepshow or that she shouted out has been bombarded with,
so
why aren't you speaking up? Why aren't you speaking up?
I don't want to. I'm not obligated to speak up. I don't have to say anything. I work for
I told Repzilla, I was like, just tell him to shut the fuck up. Well, he was already doing that, but I was also like, what's wrong with that?
He's making one too. It's like, it's not even that they want, it's not even what they wanted their witch hunt hate train. They want you on the witch hunt train, hate train, or else. It really is something. Well, I'm not jumping on the hate train. I don't give a shit about it one way or another.
Oh, no, I am. I mean, have you seen the views? There are some channels out there that have barely any subscribers and so many freaking views.
Jump on it. Good luck. Good luck, kiddo.
I'm jumping on it. I'm going to cash that cow. Hell yeah.
I'd jump on you and cash your cow if I could. So.
Hey.
Get out of here.
All right.
There you go. Vio, you're on the air.
All right.
Don't you fucking walk out on me. Get back here right now.
Vio.
You don't fucking walk away from me. When I pull you in, you do what you're told.
This is your opportunity.
What's your thing? But now I'll start to close my eyes, block my ears to noise, looking back just one last time.
You got their fucking thing pulled up on my screen. Like, I can see it.
I don't know. You know what I think's going on here? For some reason, I think I want to talk to her. Dude, I'm going to put her in check your mic. Go work with her, Matt, if you could.
All right.
I appreciate it. Circuitry, you're on the air. And I think that's the last call, unless you want to jump in now, because we're not going to call it a night.
Hey, Tommy.
Yes, sir. Hello?
I really don't know what to say other than it's like, as somebody who went through therapy over the last few months, I'm not really comfortable with these T channels at all.
Like, what the fuck's that got to do with anything? You're going to make me yell at you like a real yellow red? So you went to therapy?
You can yell at me all you want, but I'm just telling you as it is. It's like, the way I'm seeing it, I just...
I don't... I'll say to you, for the same somebody, like, what does... All right, I'm not pro T channel or anything, but I don't understand what you going having therapy has to do with the T channels.
I mean, the thing is that I recognize that a lot of these people definitely need mental help.
Yeah, well, that's true.
The people that they are
they're farming
about.
People like you. This is what they're essentially doing.
I don't like it.
Well, I guess
that's the only
fair.
thing that I can
that's
say.
Fair. Yeah, they are. But here's the thing.
But to use them for monetary gain, Tommy, that's really...
Yeah, but it's like, that's not like an ironclad fact. You know, you could theoretically get involved in this and have all the best intentions. And you can't say people...
But these people don't have the best intentions.
You can't say people can and can't do shit or shouldn't do shit based on perceived intentions, right? So, like, look, do I think Repzilla is, raping and milking?
Is Repzilla going to care if Gabby Hanna commits suicide tomorrow?
I don't care.
That.
I don't care if Gabby Hanna. You're talking like you don't understand my show at all. I don't care if Gabby Hanna said, but that wouldn't be his fault at all. I got to be honest with you. I'd step up for him as much as I can't stand the guy. I'd stick up for him the same way I did with Keemstar. I reject this fucking notion. I can't make this more clear, even for fans or anybody's. Like first of all, you can't say certain things because somebody might kill themselves. Well, fuck that. That's an attack on free speech and a really fucking creative one. All right. The only time I could ever say that if you were, if you're in somebody's phone, kill yourself. You should really do it. Or there's a bunch of videos. All right. Then we can talk. Right. But I'm sorry. Right. Like public figures take that on, period. So I'm not making an exception for you or for anybody else or for Keemstar. If Gabby Hanna offs herself, ultimately Gabby Hanna is responsible for that decision. I hope she doesn't do that. This idea that other people are responsible for suicide is nuts. There is only rare cases where people are actually responsible for suicide. Really, really, really rare cases. In fact, when in situations where they are and people were actually charged with the crime, because you cannot encourage somebody to kill themselves, it's very difficult, if not impossible, to get a conviction. So no, I mean, if Gabby kills herself, that's Gabby's. I don't fucking think. I don't think. I don't think Etika jumped off of a bridge. I think his mental illness did. I don't know.
His anniversary was
start
yesterday.
Doing that shit. I mean, literally, like you like this show. You've followed it for years. You've made heavy donations. You bet somebody can pull that shit on me. You dummy. What's the matter with you?
I know.
You need therapy.
Nah, come on.
I've been in therapy. Trust me.
You need therapy. No, I don't buy this fucking horse shit. I mean, I don't think these people help. And I don't think they want to help.
No, they don't help.
I'm pointing out they only want the suicide protection is for people they like. I mean, I think the teen community would be overjoyed if Gabby Hanna killed herself. I think there would be millions. I think there would be websites and YouTube channels dedicated to her death. I mean, these people are certainly, and if you want to sit there and say that the YouTubers feed that, yeah, but as far as responsible for suicide, no, the individual is responsible for suicide, and sometimes they're not because the mental illness is so severe. What was that fucking that wrestling family in Texas? They literally had it in their bloodline. The Von Erichs.
Von Erichs, yeah.
They literally had it in the bloodline. Didn't help with all the drugs they were doing.
How many? Isn't there only one left?
Yeah. Oh God, left. I saw this horrible fucking video when he found out his last brother died, and he says, "I used to be a brother. I'm not anymore." That was which?
Yeah, Kevin's the only one left.
Yeah, Kevin's alive. Kevin wasn't a bad wrestler too, but he didn't have a great look. He was a really Carrie was great. Fritz was great. Fritz was a fantastic wrestler in the. I mean, what kind of badass do you have to be, to pretend to be a German soldier right after World War II in a wrestling? Yeah. You're a bad motherfucker. Mm-hmm. Their real name wasn't Von Erich, was it? First of all, it's a Dutch name.
Don't think so.
No, there's
Atkinson. It looks like. Yeah, Atkinson.
Atkinson. I think that might be a Dutch name. I think. I don't know. That's what Atkinson. Yeah. So yeah, but I mean, what kind of badass do you have to be? It's so funny. The Americans are so stupid. They gave the German a Dutch name. Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I think. I think some of that was probably biological, and I think some of that is probably drug induced, because all those wrestlers were just out of control in the 80s with coke and steroids and everything else. And I've been told by doctors that suicide is not that well understood. So if doctors are saying that, why does one person kill themselves over another, and how much they can actually prevent it from happening? If doctors don't understand it like they would like to from a psychological path, how can you sit there and say somebody like Keemstar is responsible for Etika's death? It's insulting. It's insulting to the victims. It's insulting to the disease. So I mean, I could look. I did hear a scenario where this woman pretended to be a boy that this like disturbed girl was into, and that he was really she pretended to be him, and she was really nice to him, and then all of a sudden he sort of fake broke up. She's like trolling her and broke up with her and said something to the effect of, maybe you should just kill yourself. And this was like a 40-year-old woman talking to a 16-year-old girl. That woman got arrested when this girl killed herself. I think she got off. Shouldn't have. Now, that's the only scenario that you're ever going to get me up in arms over a suicide. Otherwise, if anything else, it's either the mental illness itself. Like I said, Etika didn't jump, his mental illness did. Or personal, somebody's personal decision.
It's like harassment in general. Like
I got to tell me if
in your face harassment.
There was so many suicides when I was in the Army, and a lot of guys committed suicide like right afterwards. Is there? This is a question. Is there a time? I'm not saying this is a good thing, and I'm not saying you shouldn't help, but if somebody has a real hard on to kill themselves, and everything's been exhausted, is there a time to say, all right, this is these person's wishes? I'm not saying the wishes should be respected, but like, what do you do?
Right.
I don't know.
I don't know. Like.
I mean, that's diving deep into the hole there.
You want to go? Yeah. You want to go? I mean, yeah. I mean, maybe this is a little above our level.
Yeah.
But
I feel like you should keep
what
trying
point? At what point do you say like there's nothing to be done? I mean, I'm already there with drug addicts. Like, hey man, do all the heroin you want.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but isn't Oregon the one state where it allows like quote unquote legalized suicide?
No, I don't think that's federally illegal. That's federally illegal. I mean, if you really look into who's that guy, Kevorkian?
Yeah.
I think that guy was the world's greatest serial killer. Because there was some questions about whether some of these people wanted to go.
Oh, okay. No, that's only if you're terminally ill in Oregon.
Some people were they were wondering if people were terminally ill and they were using it for suicide.
Yeah, because I remember this one lady.
Or he was giving death recommendations to people that really, that necessarily talked you into it. Dr. Kevorkian, and he would sit there and it was the ultimate suicide serial killer shield. He could kill you out in the open and claim that he's doing this because he's a doctor and he's trying to stop suffering, which is his job. I think Kevorkian died in prison, if I'm not mistaken. But left always promoted him as some kind of fucking hero. And I know they have legalized suicide in Switzerland. And all these Germans fucking fake paperwork so they can go over and off themselves. That don't seem right either. Yeah. So for eternally, I'm not going to get in the art. I'm not going to get into that.
That's a deep rabbit hole.
I'm more talking about like, and I don't know how kosher that is.
Right.
Because like if you do say it's for the terminally ill, and I can understand why I might not agree with you, but yeah, okay, that's a little more acceptable. But what does that open the door to?
Right.
Like everybody thinks like on the surface, like, all right, terminally ill people, they're definitely going, they shouldn't have to suffer. Yeah, I'm all for less suffering. But what does that open the door to once it's legal? That's the question.
Right.
And don't tell me that, no, it's real simple. All this happens and there's never a problem after they get the fuck out of here. If you want to say me, if you want to tell me that making suicide legal or that type of, is the chances of somebody abusing it are really slim. Make all those arguments. Oh, maybe that's. I don't know. I'm probably not sophisticated in that argument, but
no, none of us are. No. None of us here are.
No, but yeah. Leads to suicide booths on the corner next to the food mart. Yeah, that was from Futurama, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Heroin OD is a peaceful way to go. Yeah. I think we're done. What is Hero want?
Well, you got VO and check. His mic was working.
VO, you're working? Go.
Oh shit. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Am I
Yes.
good?
Yeah, you're good. Go.
Fuck yeah. Okay. All right. So I think it's really interesting that we have all of these like fucking people coming out about Creepshow, people coming out about Gabby Hanna, and you see so much fucking overlap between these types of people. You see so much overlap between, you know, Gabby Hanna. You see people coming out about Creepshow. You see people coming out about Gabby, and they always have a tactic of either they put in more shit than is fucking necessary when they talk about like Emily Artful talking about her her ex-boyfriend and shit that can't be proven. I don't know whether or not it can be proven, but like from what I've heard, it can't it's not super relevant to
to the whole thing. It's not
Creepshow with Shannon and all that shit.
I think that there should be other YouTube channels that point out just how low rent these few folks are, and you know, I don't think any, you know, I don't think, you know, I don't think me and Diorio, I don't think we're changing the world. But yeah, I mean, that's the proper balance, is show that the tea community is just a bunch of crap.
But it's always one of the two. They do shit like they leave in too much shit, or they pull a Repzilla and they just take shit out.
Yeah.
So I wonder if Repzilla has been adding more to stories than
I think that's worth
that
looking for. I think that's worth looking to, and send them to me if you found it. If he's adding, if he's putting the sprinkles and the whipped cream and the cherry on top, that's what I'm interested. That's my new thing right now. I want. It's like this. The Creepshow. Okay, she probably did what she did. Her excuses sound ridiculous. All right.
Yeah, the low cal.
It's the cherries and the sprinkles that are not unnecessary that I'm interested in. Because it still matters. Because it's a witch hunt. I mean, when I called fucking Repzilla, I'm saying this is just a witch hunt leading. I mean, he dismissed it. That's exactly what you're doing. You know what you're doing? You're doing anything important. You're helping people. I don't care how many fucking fundraisers you have. You're leading a witch hunt. Yeah, check this out. Venus Rover Maria just put this out there, and go like the hell out of this on my timeline if you could. Maybe her too. I think that's quite cute. I may end up using this somehow. I might steal your work, Venus. All right. Anything else?
So another T channel that I thought you might consider looking at is after everything that was going on regarding the whole shit with get the apologize to Gabby Hanna and the shit with the stream. Have you considered looking at Dustin Daly at all?
Who's Dustin Daly?
Dustin Daly called Bo Black's a homophobic person after he criticized.
Who's he?
He's like this, he's got like somewhere around 2 mil, I think. Subs?
2 million?
I don't remember. I might be capping there. I might be completely fucking wrong.
Well, I don't remember. How many subs this guy have?
I'm looking.
So what was the context that
182K?
100. Okay, completely off of what I said.
All right, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What was the context of why Bo Black is a homophobe? I'm interested.
So the context was that Bo Black's said something along the lines of like making fun of the way Dustin Daly talks, because he talks.
Like a
I don't know how to say this without like being shitty. He says it like very stereotypically gay, like hey sis.
So
you know what I mean?
He made fun of the way that guy talks.
When you think when you think T channels and you think of the way they talk, that's how Dustin Daly is. That is how he talks.
Well, is he gay?
Yes.
I'm assuming.
Assuming. All right. Well, maybe.
Bo Black wasn't making fun of him. He was making fun of, and that's the thesis.
And that's the thesis, and that kind of like way he talks and shit like that. He also came out a lot with like attacking like just the whole movement in general, just being like fuck Gabby Hanna, she deserves everything.
So
she's
that's
fucking
what
there's
your explanation right there. People are getting irritated with us because you were not totally 100% on the hate train.
Am I not?
In the witch hunt. So we'll go after Bo Black because he's racist or homophobic or anything. I think it's. I don't
they keep bringing up like the BLM song or whatever the fuck that he's already talked about.
I say I wouldn't do it. I might use it if I get it. I'll tell you something. All right. Here's the way it works. If I get a joke out of something, okay, or it's something that I'm really interested in, Or is it something I really think is important? But the top priority is a joke. I'll use it.
The top priority is obviously
it sounds like
content out of
another
it.
fucking dumb SJW, and you literally can make a career out of that. And I'm not interested. Jeremy, that's Jeremy's territory, if you ask me. I mean, you could literally do this stuff all day, and these fucking lame Karens. You know, they want to sit there and shut everybody up, and everybody has to share their values and feel the same way they do about everything. And God, and no nuance. Like if somebody says the N word or the F slur or whatever, it's just like Voldemort, which makes them fucking children. If you ask me, no nuance, no context, doesn't matter.
Also, I'm making a video on Creepshow art because she called me the N word on locale.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I can't take them all. I'm more interested. I'm not interested in behavior as much as I am them fucking things up, or
being able to make fun of people.
If they're just fucking funny ass cringe. All right, because most people that's cringe. I love cringe. I am cringy, and I like it. It makes me laugh. All right, get out of here. Bye. Let's go to Hero Face.
Hero's in here.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna get him. Hey, what do you want? Hello, Hero? You're on the air. Douchebag. I just unmuted
his mic's on, but he won't. It's not.
I don't know. I
can't hear you, buddy.
Maybe if I pull him in and out. 1, 2. Hero, you're on the air. We'll try that one more time. All right, fuck you, Hero. Sit man, second respond. Sit man on the air. Let's go. Last call.
Oh, cool. Hey, so with the whole T-channel community going after it now, it looks like the commentary community. Is this like going to be like just a big all-out war again, or is it just going to?
No.
No, you don't.
The good thing about them is they're stupid and disorganized, and if you're even mildly smart. Here's the thing: I don't think a lot of people are. Well, I shouldn't say that. I don't think I share a lot of audience with these people. I don't think Augie does. I don't think Nick does. In fact, if any of my audience watches T, it's a guilty fucking pleasure, and they probably don't particularly like the people that they're listening to, or trust them, or think they're very bright. So I
would agree with you, but like I keep seeing like people like Repzilla and Without a Crystal Ball in a lot of your commentary channels streams. Like Augie RC, I've seen Without a Crystal Ball being in there. I've seen Repzilla as well. Nick DiOrio, same shit all over again.
Yeah, but
and
like
Without
a Crystal Ball, we kind of went after her. You know?
Yeah. Well, she's kind of a nut job.
She beat Toddy. She walked away from that one. Lucky her. It probably cost her a dime or two, but she walked away pretty clean. She had to snitch on. I feel like it was too complicated a time, but yeah, Without a Crystal Ball walked from her lawsuit, and the way she did it was she gave Toddy one of the things she claimed she wasn't lying and making shit up because she had a source, and the judge said, "Well, you have to reveal the source." So she snitched on the source. It was Toddy's business partner. So Toddy's business partner was apparently lying to Without a Crystal Ball, and she was just like spitting because she's a dope and had an audience. She was spitting it all out. So it's not exactly because of Toddy's public figure. It's not exactly slander or defamation. She was playing journalist. I'm not saying it's good journalism, but she's playing journalist. And so and then Toddy's happy because she found out who was feeding Without a Crystal Ball, and that's how she walked. So
yeah. But I mean, like, again, though, like, I'm just saying, it seems like the T-channels really do watch a lot of you guys' stuff to get information on shit. If it's not, like, directed at, like, people in the, T-channel community, they'll just use it as, like, something to stir the pot. Like, I remember a bunch of them were talking about the Johnson situation.
Yeah.
And so on. Like, so...
They'll do anything. Look, T-channels need witches for witch hunts. And... I think if there's going to be a war, so to speak, if you look at Patty Page, I don't think Repzilla'n's in that category, but he's definitely cultivated that audience. If you look at people like Patty Page or anybody in the T community, they it's you're with us or against us. And I think I don't worry about it. I don't know why I don't worry about it. It's because of fucking the way the silo thing blew up in her face. Emily knew to fucking backtrack with Nick. That was a lot smarter, and I think it's probably. You know why I think? I think there's probably big holes in Emily's video, put together in 2 hours. Probably smarter to backtrack. Yeah. And Nick is a notorious bullshit detector. So. There you go. All right, bud. Thanks, man.
All right.
Take care.
You have a good.
I'll give Hero's last shot. You have a good one too. Hero. All right, what do you want? Last caller, come on.
So, Repzilla said that screenshots from Twitter were fake?
Yes, he said they were fake, but then he realized they weren't because it was his friend.
In his apology video that they are real. I can send you that.
Yeah, I know. You didn't listen to me. Yeah, he later on said they were real. He didn't realize it because he didn't write it. Somebody else did or some horse shit like that. You know, that he had a partner. So what was it? Somebody on Facebook had his account. What was that?
Yeah, he said his Facebook was connected to his Twitter, and they would all write on Facebook dumb stuff. And
that was in 2013. I don't think it matters all that. He definitely wrote it. They came from a. He did admit it eventually, but he did initially deny it.
Yeah. So that's what I wanted to say. Also, I found the context for that. You know, I help people quote, and it's pretty funny. It's in the same like apology video. So he's apologizing for saying these things on Twitter, and at the same time saying that he's doing good things.
Oh, really? Is it? You sent me the video?
Oh, I can send you a link.
Yeah, go. Send it now. Watch that. Yeah. Sure. Yeah, speaking out both sides of his mouth.
Yeah, you can kick me and someone else.
Yeah, you send it to me now.
There it is.
All right, we'll see. So what am I looking at here?
I'm gonna address something real quick.
In this video, but he said this thing we were talking about around 20 seconds.
So
this video was in
tweet that was sent to me. Let's see if I can find
this video was in Premix video. And what's in here?
A couple. It says,
I was thinking about
where's the booze,
I found
faggots?
Context for your quote that you said, where I help people.
And it says
so it was in that video, and it's pretty funny.
So somebody sent this to me. My original thoughts was, oh my god, somebody's made a fake tweet.
You got a timestamp, Hero?
And
yeah, this is no good. Didn't he write? I just played. Didn't it count right? I just played old. Don't like black people.
Yeah. That was one of the quotes.
All right. You're worse than fucking Peanut, Hero. You got to be more specific than this. But yeah, we're familiar with this. Thanks so much for the call. Bye. Bye, Circuitry. Let's go. All right. I can't be going over this shit. If you want to do that, timestamps are important, folks. Don't be Peanut.
That helps. That helps.
Don't be Peanut. Everybody wants me to do frenemies with her. Well, if Peanut ever figures out how to fucking use Discord, I'd love to have her on again.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean that's kind of shitty of me if I said I wouldn't help her.
Well, now you got to make a choice. Tommy, help Peanut. Turn it next time.
I don't want to be held accountable if she fucks something up. You know.
I mean, it's not like you have to go to people. You could just retweet. Do that stuff. I don't know.
I should just disavow her as soon as she comes in, like a complete break.
Yep.
Completely disavow this woman, but
by the way, Peanut's here with us. She's gonna have a good time. By the way, I disavow everything she does because she's more than likely going to fuck something up royally. Hey, Peanut, how you been? Hi. Hi. How you doing? How you doing, buddy? I had enough. I had fucking enough. Tommy cringe. Let's go. I'm cringing my way out of here because I'm gonna cut this video up. Bow, 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 bow. Fuck you, Repzilla. Fuck you right in your haircut.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me.
Oh, the N-word.
Like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town, the King's home, slapping five.
I make sure there's one N-word on every show.
Those bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated to evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me lead them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headlock.
Peanut, you're a